How many of you have ever heard of weed stock? This next gentleman has been around for an awful long time. His name is Mr. Ben Masel. He's from Madison, Wisconsin. He's here to talk to you about weed stock and a few other events. Give him a few minutes of your time.
At our third weed stock in 1991, for the first time, we had some problems with the police leaning on us. Not on the site, but on the road. To make it easier, we made these cards, which say, "Notice to law enforcement officers. I do not consent to a search of my..."
This is a frying pan. An egg. This is an egg in a frying pan. Let's stamp out eggs. A month and a half ago, our president proposed his war on drugs plan. He proposed an $8 billion budget. Congress has gone and raised it to $900 billion. Plans of fraud, especially when you consider George Bush's role in protecting contra cocaine smuggling into the United States for the past 8 years. He was head of the Vice President South Florida Drug Enforcement Task Force, the first drug czar.
Well, the first was for handing out leaflets at the welcome Al Gore appearance. The next, same leaflets, a couple of days later, I'm in front of the Hilton working the delegates. And they tried to tell me I couldn't hand them out there because the Hilton owned the sidewalk. I told their private security guy, Hotel Dick, that's the word, the Hotel Dick, that I didn't believe they really owned the sidewalk, but that if he'd show me a copy of the deed, and it described that as being their property, I would, of course, comply with his order not to exercise what would otherwise be protected free speech rights, if it's public property. And he somehow didn't know where to look for, proof that they owned it, and the answer is, of course, he couldn't have found it, because by the time we made it to the Register of Deeds office, we found the original 1844 deed on hemp paper, which had survived the Chicago fire,